It began with a whisper over the Pacific, a faint, uneasy rumble beneath the summer heat. By midday, that whisper became a deafening roar. And then it struck. Typhoon Podul slammed into southern Taiwan with a ferocity that locals say they will remember for the rest of their lives. Landfall came in Taitung County around 1 p.m. on August 13, 2025, packing sustained winds of 175 kilometers per hour and gusts peaking at 191 kilometers per hour. In just a few hours, the storm tore across the southern part of the island, exiting through Tainan's Sigu district. The speed of its crossing did nothing to soften its violence. It only made the destruction more sudden. Within minutes, streets turned into rivers. Brown floodwaters surged through neighborhoods, lifting debris and carrying it away in torrents. Cars were overturned, debris was scattered across streets, and storefronts suffered heavy damage in the relentless winds. Metal roofing sheets ripped away and clattered down roads like deadly shrapnel. Despite days of warnings, Podul's intensity stunned many. The Central Weather Administration called it one of the strongest typhoons to hit Taiwan in recent years. Its gusts shredded steel signage, snapped utility poles, and sent motorcycles sliding down slick roads as if they were toys. More than 5,500 residents were evacuated ahead of the storm, most from vulnerable coastal villages and low-lying flood-prone areas. Schools, businesses, and government offices were closed in at least 9 cities and counties, including Kaohsiung, Pingtung, and Tainan. Transportation came to a standstill. A total of 252 domestic flights and 150-plus international flights were canceled. Ferry routes to outlying islands were suspended. Major train services stopped after mudslides and fallen trees buried tracks. Highways became impassable, littered with broken billboards, roofing tiles, and toppled trucks. Even the skies saw danger. At Taiwan Airport, a UPS cargo plane fought against powerful crosswinds during landing. In a harrowing moment captured on video, the aircraft's wingtips scraped the runway, damaging an engine pod. Miraculously, the pilots regained control and brought the plane to a safe stop. No one was injured, but the incident underscored the storm's extraordinary power. Power outages hit quickly. About 130,000 households lost electricity, with Taitung County the first to feel Podul's fury, suffering the largest share. In some neighborhoods, the only light came from the flash of emergency vehicles cutting through sheets of rain. In rural areas, mobile and internet service went dark as transmission towers buckled in the wind. Agriculture took a heavy blow. Fields and crops in southern Taiwan were flooded, with early estimates warning of significant agricultural losses. Farmers watched helplessly as water swallowed rice paddies and vegetable fields. In the mountains, danger escalated. Meteorologists warned of up to 600 millimeters of rainfall in just 24 hours, more than enough to unleash landslides and flash floods. Rural roads vanished under mud and rock, isolating entire communities. Rescue teams pushed forward despite the elements. Firefighters waded through knee-deep water, clearing debris and leading residents to safety. Helicopters delivered supplies to stranded villages and evacuated those in danger. The storm left its mark on human suffering. 33 people were injured, and 1 person remains missing after a landslide in the village. From fishing ports came haunting images of waves several meters high, smashing over seawalls, tossing boats into harbor walls. In city streets, floodwaters swallowed cars up to their windows. Along the coast, shipping containers were shoved inland, blocking roads and crushing storefronts. Though Podul's center moved away toward China's southern coast, its trailing rain bands kept hammering Taiwan with heavy downpours and strong winds into Thursday. Rivers in the north swelled dangerously, and low-lying areas remained under high alert for renewed flooding. Authorities continued to urge residents to stay indoors, avoid unnecessary travel, and steer clear of rivers and coastlines. The risk of flash floods, landslides, and falling debris persisted even after the storm passed. Relief efforts began as soon as weather conditions allowed. Emergency shelters offered food, blankets, and clean water to displaced families. Volunteers coordinated with officials to deliver supplies and help clear blocked roads so ambulances and fire trucks could get through. Amid the destruction, there were moments of bravery and solidarity. In one flooded neighborhood, residents linked hands to form a human chain, rescuing an elderly couple trapped inside their home. In another, fishermen navigated dangerous waves to ferry stranded families to higher ground. In hospitals running on backup power, medical staff worked tirelessly to treat injuries from flying debris and flood-related accidents. While official reports confirmed no significant structural damage to power plants, bridges, or major public buildings, local areas bore the brunt of Podul's wrath. Across Taiwan, the storm left emotional scars. Residents spoke of winds so fierce they rattled concrete buildings, and destruction that unfolded in minutes rather than hours.
对啊，我刚才都有录影，我刚才都有录影。哇，这个直接打到车子。
The road to recovery will be long. Power lines must be restored, roads reopened, homes rebuilt, and farmlands drained and replanted. But the storm also revealed something deeper, a shared resilience. From the first sirens to the last gust, Taiwan met Podul's challenge with determination and unity. Neighbors became rescuers, strangers became allies, and a nation stood together against nature's fury. Podul tested Taiwan's strength, and Taiwan proved it could endure. If this report gave you insight into something the headlines overlook, don't scroll past. Subscribe for more in-depth stories that connect the dots between disaster and decision. Hit like to help more people see what's unfolding, and tell us what you think, because your voice might be part of the solution we're all waiting for. Stay aware, stay connected, and stay hopeful, even when the rain keeps falling.